protected and guided. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. And shall God. Overall energy for the reading. Oh, these cards are not speaking to me. Oh, there we go. Woo. So, I got three jumped out. We're being a little stubborn. So we've got Into the Unknown, number 7. The imagery on these things is really great. I'm trying not to get the reflection in here. There we go. There's number 7. And then you've got the, you had this one, the Metamorphosis, which is number 25. Metamorphosis. Oh, that's beautiful imagery, isn't it? Very, very pretty. So number 25. And then lastly, we have the Commitment, which is 36, which kind of, to me, looks like the star, kind of star energy, right? Like this looks more of like the star card. Also kind of reminds me of a, maybe a Pentacles, like a 2 of Pentacles or a 2 of Wands there. But the meaning, so you have 7, 25, 36 could be important to you. 7 and 5 plus 2 is 7. That could mean something. 3 and 6 is 9. Just whatever resonates with you. Just take what you want, leave the rest. Let me go ahead and, let's see. I'm going to read these for you just because they're beautiful cards. So I'd like to read. Okay, so number 7, which is Into the Unknown. It says, trust and all will be revealed. It's interesting because in your pre-shuffle, I got a 3 of Wands and a 3 of Pentacles. So upright, which I do all my cards upright. Life is an adventure. Life is an adventure. And often new opportunities will arise that you won't know and how to deal with. This is one of those times. Oh, joy. You're required to trust that this new phase will reveal wonders and miracles as you step into unknown territory. Imagine that you are not only a pathfinder, but a path maker. That's right. Whatever your inquiry, trust that you'll be safe. Stay aware as you discover new and marvelous territories and valuable treasures. Oh, treasure. So that's really cool. So as you're, I think this is just saying that as you go into this time in your life, which is the end of the year, kind of makes sense that it would be the new year coming up. As you're going into this phase of your life, trust into the unknown and believe. I think that this really gives me the energy of, this kind of reminds me of like an 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords energy in the 7 and the 25, because this the 7 is the Metamorphosis card. And you can kind of see it. It sort of, I feel Gemini energy off that just because of the, it kind of reminds me of the Lovers card. So, and the butterflies, obviously. But really what's coming out to me is these kind of, these 2 flamingos. They're actually flamingos' beaks that are making a heart. But if you can see it, it almost looks like hands going like that, like little hands going like that and like opening up, butterflying, 2 hands opening up and letting out the butterflies. In this reading, that's what that looks like to me. So I think a lot of this might just say you need to go within and really trust that as you go forward into this unknown part of your life, into the new year, into a new career, that you will be and have been being transformed. So you need to trust in those steps. So, and for Metamorphosis, which is number 25, again, 5 plus 2 is 7. We've got, and this is from the Enchanted Maps Oracle. You've got, you are in the process of deep and beautiful change. So yes, that's what I was saying. Butterflies earn their wings through great effort. The process of change is often painful, for it is never without losses and sacrifices. If you're to transform from one form to another, a part of you needs to die. Letting go isn't easy, especially when you're used to thinking of certain ways about your life and how you live it. Just as a snake sheds its dead skin or a caterpillar dies, so that a butterfly can be born. You're required to release your old ideas and embrace the necessary change so you can live your best life. So basically, so what I was saying, yeah, I was right. Basically just embracing those things that you've, as you're going forward, embrace what you do know. But really, if you can see in this number 7 card, she's letting go. I really have this feeling that this kind of 3 cards right there for an overall energy of this reading, I think it's very much letting go of the past. It looks like you've been holding on to something that you really, it's almost like Spirit came and said like, not this time. We're going to blindfold you, because if you knew where you were going, you would choose the wrong way. So I have a feeling a lot of you guys might just be stubborn and maybe had to be sat down a minute and probably been dealing with a lot of things just to try to get you to do the right thing and let some things go that you know you can't hold on to anymore. Which kicks you, it's like a tower moment, right? Which kicks you into that metamorphosis, which very Scorpio, but again, I feel Gemini, but Gemini, Scorpio strong. And this card, Into the Unknown, I kind of feel like that's a fire sign energy, just, or I'm just trying to, like, very young, so like Sagittarius, maybe a younger person or an older person who happens to be stubborn and maybe in a cycle of making bad choices, which I can relate with that, or did. And you've got 36, which is commitment. So this reminds me of sort of, you know, you need to first let things go from the past. You know, transform and allow yourself to the old stuff to die out, whether it's a person, place, or thing, life or lesson. Take what you can and just get rid of the rest. Let me see. So the commitment card is number 36. I'm just trying to, I'd rather read these to you so I can memorize this deck, because I haven't used it very much. So this is commitment. A true commitment is a responsibility of the heart, mind, body, and soul. This is a good time to make one. So I think that, you know, in this, I feel that some of you guys maybe held on to a relationship too long. One that you had almost been blind to the things that were going on, or the negativity, or you just turned a blind eye, so to speak. But this reality of just very much needing to go within and to find your true, you know, your true north, who you are, what you're all about. Remember who you are if you forgot, because you're really awesome, by the way. And just go forward in faith, but let go of the past, because if you don't let that go, you're not going to transform, you're not going to butterfly, you know what I mean? Butterflies need to happen in order for you to get to a place where you can make a commitment. And this is on a soul level, a heart level, committing yourself fully to healing, I think, is what I feel in this, because you need, maybe, man, somebody's tired. It's not just me tonight. Honestly, though, I don't think this will be out until the morning. That's what I'm kind of pulling for right now. So, that being said, I'm going to skip over to the James R. Reid Prismacolor deck. So, yeah, one more time just to go over that. I'd say, you know, you're getting to a spot where you're being required to go into the unknown. But in doing that, you're going to be required to let some things go. So, you know, break into this new year with a good, fresh start. Don't let old energies, oh, here we go, hold you down. We have the Judgment card, and that was in reverse, but I'm not taking reversals because I did not go through and straighten all of my decks. I usually do that. I did not have time. I felt like I needed to get this out. I don't know why. Okay, thank you, Lord. You've got the Page of Swords, that's so communication. Judgment. Page of Swords. This, by the way, again, is Prismacolors by James R. Reid. The World. Wow, okay. We've got the Judgment card. We've got Page of Swords. And we have the World. More. Oh no, they're flying out. Interesting. I haven't had flyers for a very long time. We've got the Five of Swords, which, at least for this part of this reading, it is, right? So, okay, one of these was flipped over. I feel like it should come out because it's been there. Oh, the Empress. Okay. So, let me pull one more. We've got 6 and 6. This is 2 popped out. So this is the 9 of Pentacles. That was in reverse. And then the Hierophant. Okay. So this is really interesting. I noticed that a couple readers today got similar cards. So I guess we're all kind of vibing at the same level. We've got the Judgment card here. And again, this is for sort of overall you, your person, and just sort of giving you some guidance and direction of what's maybe going on here. So Judgment, followed by the Page of Swords, followed by the World. Page of Swords is somebody who is bringing in a message, and I kind of see that, and it can be a message of truth. Actually, I kind of feel that, since this energy is just very much holding her sword, and it just feels like it's going to be taken away by the wind. You've got the Judgment in the past position. I'm feeling basically you needed to make a judgment call on something. And something that you've had to leave behind. Now you walked away from. So maybe you haven't fully walked away from it, according to that 7 for the, the Into the Unknown card. I think that you did make a judgment call that you needed to do this, that you needed to let something go or someone go, or could be an addiction, could be extra weight, it could be a lover, it could be an idea or a goal or something where maybe you just have to restructure, but you had to let the way you were looking at something go. It could be any of that. It could be a career, house, anything. And you did so in truth. So I feel like this energy is very gallant, very straightforward, but not necessarily, maybe just doesn't have the tact and the aplomb that a King of Swords or Queen of Swords would have. But that is followed by the World in the future position, which from Judgment to the World, I kind of see this as this World card today is pulling this eye energy actually to me. You can take a look at that. So this kind of shows me, you know, going back, coming out of this like vortex space, or looking into the world, because I see this eye here. Looking into the world and being able to know that you're a part of it. You are everything, and everything is in you. I kind of feel that energy here. Oh, and I got kind of tingles in my arm when I said that, so cool. I feel that what is kind of been standing in your way is this confusion, this Five of Swords energy. So maybe hearing things from different people that say different things. It also feels very much like you're juggling so many things and trying to hold up the whole world by yourself, which, you know, isn't possible. I should tell myself that. But you're definitely in this, like, this Empress energy, which you are highly creative right now, highly, well, fertile with new ideas. This is a chance that this is the time in your life right now when you could really see things take off, really grow, really take off. And I think that a big part of that, or the challenge for you, may be letting things from the past go and truly letting them go. And whether it's a grudge or a person, place, thing, addiction, whatever it is, anything you've been holding on tightly in spite of all the signs that say that you should go the other way, you still held on to it. So, yeah, I think that's what's been keeping you from totally creating, which is wood, by the way. the Empress to the Nine of Pentacles, which is like wish fulfillment energy, because you're like right there. It's considered wish fulfillment. It's like the wish fulfillment card. So here you can kind of see how the pentacles that this person had been growing, kind of the seeds that were planted had taken root and starting to grow. They're surrounded in this plush-like environment. What that says to me is that that would be where you're going, okay? So Nine of Pentacles, you will be fruitful and multiply once you're in this Empress energy, of course, if you allow it. This reading really does say to me sort of like a dualistic thing. But I think with the Hierophant sort of closing it off, that's a lot of major arcanas. It's not a lot, but for such a small, for 7 cards, it's actually quite a bit. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, well, 4. It's more than half. So constitutes quite. What I feel this is trying to say to you with the Hierophant at the end is just that, I mean, you have everything, right? You don't need the stress or drama that the life that you've had up to this point has been giving you. I feel that you're almost needing to defend yourself. It's almost like in this card, in this picture, it's almost like she's defending herself against, you know, whatever is over here, whatever this onslaught of stuff is, this garbage, this shite is. But it's almost like she's a little girl, because it looks like she has a hat on or something. It's probably not a hat, but it looks like it, my eyesight. No socks, no shoes. She's just like, yep, I'm here, got a sword. It's almost too big for her, right? I feel like maybe you feel like that, like your problems or the things that you need to deal with might be too much for you to handle. But that Hierophant and the Empress, the Hierophant is basically connection to the divine. And in this reading, I'm reading it as, you know, you already have that. You don't, as you go into this unknown part of your life, into this next chapter of your life, which is necessary, by the way, if you want to grow, which I'm sure you do, you are connected to the divine. You have your spirit guides and animals, and you are able to, you really are able to make these choices and decisions that you need, and everything's going to work out. You know, just some of you need to just believe in yourself a little bit more, or a lot more. And I think you would be surprised at the good things that would be coming your way and what would happen. Okay, so what I'm going to do